Hello again and welcome to a new video. Today we're looking at our October 2020 BMW M340i Xdrive. This is the auto 8-speed ZF gearbox. Now the car's finished in one of BMW's individual colours that are quite expensive if you choose them from new. This is Tanzanite Blue. The car has covered just over 16,000, I think it's 100 miles, and it has full BMW service history and 2 keepers in full, so 2 owners in full from new. Now the car has a great spec on it. We're going to go around the car, show you what we've done to the car, some of the features on the car, and there may be parts of the video that you might want to fast forward, etc. But we'll start off at the front. So as I said, the whole car has been machine polished, both rotary and then again with an orbiting motor, polishing motor, which basically takes out any of the holograms on the vehicle. And as you can see under the lights in the showroom here, we've got that beautiful shine on the paintwork there, and it really brings out the Tanzanite blue. Is a very, very deep blue. It's quite hard to capture it with all the skylights above. But if I just move the camera around. Now, there are very, very, very few sort of stone chips or anything like that. If I just bring you across the bonnet here, I'm just looking to point out anything. I can't really see anything. It's like a tiny, if there were any, they've been very gently touched in. I think there's a tiny little one there, but they're really small. You can barely see them when you look at the car from where I'm stood. I'll just bring you up across the top as well, and you can just see that lovely glassy finish on the paintwork there. Now if I come down to the front of the vehicle, worth pointing out that all of the headlights are all in lovely condition. They're not peppered at all. Some cars, you know, unfortunately, depending where they are in the country, and stone gritting, the grit from the road, etc., can sometimes pit the front of the car quite badly, but this is all in really nice condition, as you can see. And we've got the Syrian grey inserts there to match the grille and the wheels, which is like a sort of a grey, sort of bronzy sort of colour. And that colour tends to come in various different shades from new, in fact. But it looks very, very nice on the car. All of the trims, the grills at the bottom. Again, let me just come round. We've got front and rear parking sensors. We've got park assist, so it will self-park. And these later cars completely park. You press a button, it does the gear change, and it will park you safely into your car parking space, both parallel and in car parks, etc. Now, while we're down here, I'm going to take a look down the side of the car, because this is always a good angle to look down the side and just see how true the body panels are. And you can see from this angle here, there are no ripples. It's not had any damage. In lovely condition. So let's come back up. Now, in the centre of these grills, you'll notice we've got a camera there. Now, this car is also fitted with the parking, Dan, remind me? Parking Assistant Plus package. I always get mixed up, sorry about that. So we've got 360 view all round the car. So we've got the camera at the front, and then we've got the cameras under the wing mirrors as well, and one at the rear. I'll just show you down this side of the car. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit there, so you can see all the way down. In fact, I'll show you those wing mirrors that are finished in the same colour, and just on the ends you've got the cameras. I will show you how they operate inside the car once we get in there. And it's also fitted with gesture control, so that allows you to move your hand in front of the screen and move the picture around. You can turn the volume up and down with hand signals, etc. Change to the next track, things like that. We've also got the drive recorder on this vehicle, which was another option. And the drive recorder will record, I believe, all of your driving, etc. Part of the connective drive options. We've got the, I think these are called 791 19-inch alloys, all in really nice condition. The M Sport brakes. So there's the front wheel. And let's just show you the back wheel there. And we've got, in fact, we'll come round to the back. We look up on the top here, we've got the M spoiler, which is just like a subtle spoiler on top of the boot lid. Again, if you look at the shine on that paintwork, no scratches. The sun protection glass. And then we've got the electric sunroof. Now this is part of the premium package. And the premium package also comes with electric seats with electric lumbar as well. So let's move around, bear with me, to this side of the car. I'll show you the front wheel on this side. Again, all in lovely condition. And then the rear wheel. And there's one of the settings in this car is that with the key, because we've got the comfort package, so you've got comfort access. You can set it, so I've got the key in my pocket. When you approach the car, it will automatically unlock for you, and then if you walk away from the car, it will automatically lock for you. Right, let's see if I can get back a bit further here. So as I say, we've got rear camera, rear parking sensors, and I just want to try and capture, if I can get down low here. We've got the darker rear lights, the shadow line sort of lights, all of the bumper, the twin exhaust in really nice condition. And if I come in, how am I going to capture this? If you look at the shape of the bumper there, it's really nice, the way they finished it off. And also, it's Xdrive, so all that power, it's around about 360 brake, I think they are, something like that, 355. It's able to put that power down on the road with a four-wheel drive system. Now the Xdrive system's very clever. It's got like a multi-plated clutch system, like a magnetic clutch system, and it can throw power to all four wheels, or front or rear, in a fraction of a second. Right, we've had a look around. Now you can hear it unlocking as I walk up to it. We've got the keyless entry system. So there's a little like grille section there. So if I press it, it will lock, fold the mirrors in. There's one of the cameras there that I mentioned. And then if we put our hand inside, it will open. Now we have courtesy lighting, and we have I don't know if we're going to capture it, but just there's a little hole in there, and there's a camera, a light, and it shines a pattern all the way down on the floor, down through here, but obviously with the lights on today in the showroom, you can't see that. Now, if we have a look at the door card, all of the leather is in really nice condition. There's no scuff marks, tears or nicks. We've got the puddle lights at the bottom. We can choose the colours of the lighting on the interior. We've got the HARMAN KARDON sound system. We've got blue stitching running through the leather there. That's the HARMAN KARDON speaker, and extra speakers at the top. There are also speakers under the seats. Up in front of the iDrive there, the display, see on the top there. We've currently got the lights in like a sort of a bluey, purpley colour. Now the seats are fully electric both sides, memory on the driver's side, and we've got the bolster button to inflate the sides, both here and here. And then we've got the lumbar support, the round button there. Full set of mats. I want to show you the seat so you can tell that there's no scratches. So you've got the sunroof. Try and concentrate for a second. Then we've got centre armrest. BMW colours in the piping of the seat there. Now all of the centre console here is in really nice condition. Got the adaptive drive modes and the iDrive wheel, gear selection, wireless charging is just under there, climate controls, etc. High beam assist for the headlights. We've got extended scopes on the headlights as well. We've also got some lighting under the door handles as well. So at night all the door handles will light up. So rear door card, again, no damage on there. Nothing on the outside edge, no seat belts have been jammed in the door. All of the handles. And if we look at the seal, there's no scratches on there or dents or anything. And if we come up, you see the interior. Folding headrests all the way across. We've got the through load system, and I believe that the back seat drops on this one as well. That's another option. The M seat belts. And then we've got a separate climate control down in the centre there. Obviously the car's turned off. 2 USB-C ports as well. So the passengers in the back can adjust the heating for them. Now just swooping our foot below the bumper there, we've got the electric boot, tailgate. Well, it's boot in this case. On the paperwork it probably says tailgate, but we both know it's a boot. I just want to show you the top of the rear bumper. Let me just come along nice and slowly. You can see it's all in really nice condition, as is the plastic on the inside. So you can see that nothing's been sort of dragged out the boot. And there we have the handles at the top either side, and it's a 60-40 split, so you can drop the seats down on this. And then if we got, this does open up, but I can't get my fingers underneath there. Obviously it's running on run flats. And then we've got the button for the boot there, and you can also lock the car up from the back here. We'll just press that. We can also sweep our foot below the bumper to shut it as well, so if you're lifting anything out of the car. All round the filler cap, no scratches there. All nice and clean, and this car will run with E5, E10 and E25 fuel, should that come about, which at some point in the future I'm sure it will. Let's check out the driver's side rear door card. So again, no damage on the door card, no damage on the handles. Speaker covers, the seal, that's just reflection there. Let's come back out a little bit. So all in really nice condition again. Back of the front seats, no scratches, no marks on the leather, no stretch marks. And we've got cup holders in the rear armrest as well. So all lovely and clean in there. Driver's door and the door edge all in lovely condition. Just going to turn those lights off now if I can. That'll be the off button. There we go. So, driver's door card. We've got the memory button for the seating, which will also do your wing mirrors. The near side wing mirror will also automatically dip if left. I think it's on the left hand side, and if it dips and you don't want it to dip, flip that to the right and it will bring the mirror back up to its place. Again, if we look at the seal, no scratches, all in really nice condition. All of the foot pedals, carpets, driver's seat, the base, the bolsters. All in lovely condition. Center armrest, no damage. And the steering wheel, really nice finish on the steering wheel. Sometimes steering wheels with a lot of greasy hands get very sort of polished, a very polished finish, and sometimes people clean them with leather products and it makes them all greasy and shiny. This has got a very natural, almost from new sort of finish to it. And then we've got the auto headlights, etc., and the little cubby hole there is part of the extended storage pack. We've got heated steering wheel, cruise control, speed limiter, and then the buttons on the right here will do the heads up display or the instrument cluster. And then before I jump in, you've got your drive modes, the start button, camera buttons. So let's jump in now. Let's get this door shut. So we'll start her up. Okay, so there's the map. So this is the professional live BMW cockpit, digital cockpit. Let's just turn the fan off for a second. Now if we come up, you can see we've got heads up display, part of the technology package. And so what you get with the heads up display, we've got the speed limit display there, so 30 miles an hour, and what would be the speed that we're doing. Now if I move the button on the steering wheel, we can choose okay, radio. Let's just turn that down. Let's brought the radio on, obviously, and then you can flick basically through, there we go, if I change the angle of the camera, we can flick through the radio channels, and if I press the mode button, we can go to the news, and your navigation display will come up here as well. Now if you wear polarized glasses, you might find it difficult to see that display. So one of the things that BMW have done, if we go into settings, let me just put the blind across to stop the light coming in on the top. Now this is all touch screen. I'm going to use the iDrive wheel. Okay, I've got, oh, there we go, displays. So driving mode. So each time you change a driving mode, it will actually change the colour of the cockpit. So I'll show you that first. So we'll put it into Eco Pro. You'll see it's all gone blue, and over here as well, and then comfort, back to the colour we're at, and then sport, it all goes red. So we'll just go back into comfort. Now if we go to displays, the other thing I wanted to show you, sorry, that's we're on the wrong screen. Car settings we wanted, there we go, displays. Now heads up display, This is where we can change the brightness, the height, and the rotation to stop it looking sort of ski-with either one way or the other. Now, additional displays, driver assistance we can have, or we can have it on automatic. Sport displays, so we can put, in fact, if we bring the sport display up, I'll show you that, there's not many. So if I rev the engine, you can see the rev counter is now on the heads-up display. Let's come back down to here. So let's turn that off and go back to automatic. Now, heads-up infotainment. Now, this is the one we've currently got the information displayed on the heads-up. Now, we can change it to instrument cluster. So that will mean when we use the BC button on the end here, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Yeah, it will flick through the displays here. And then using the wheel on the right, we can flick through the radio channels down here. So when you've got your sunglasses on, you can move the heads-up display down inside onto the cockpit so you can see everything. So you never used to be able to do that on the older vehicles. So that's quite handy. Reduced height. So we've gone for everything on there. Obviously you've got the steering wheel heating button just down here. It's a bit close for me. That's all of your cruise control and speed limiter, nice and easy. The high beam assist is this button here, which will bring up that signal with the A in, like so. So the headlights will dip automatically when the oncoming traffic comes at you. Now the button down over here, we're going to move over to here now. This is for intelligent safety. If we go into configure, we have got front end collision warning, so we can set that early, late. We've got lane departure as well, which we can change the settings on that. And we can have steering intervention. So basically, if you haven't indicated to move lane, the steering wheel will pull you back into the lane. So a good safety option for driving at night if you're tired. Now if we go into the media, we have got Apple CarPlay on this vehicle as well, which I will photograph. I can't show you while we're using the phone. Obviously DAB radio, navigation. And we've got lots of options on the right over here, traffic information, settings. We can split the screen. There are various different settings in there. I'm just going to show you, if we go back to car, I don't want to spend too much time. Vehicle status, so we'll go into service requirements. So the first service, as you can see, well, a PDI or inspection when it was new, and then at 10,000 miles, oil and microfilter. The next service will be the third year, which is the brake fluid. So that's not due till, in fact, that looks like it might have been done actually, early 2025. So everything's up, oil level check, etc. But nothing's due. Sorry, I've just gone out of the window. Yeah, so nothing's due 2024, not for another year. So nothing due for another year in there. And driving information. This is your sport displays, driving and analysis, energy flow. If you click into these, it just shows you different data for your driving. If we come out of there, now if we come into caring car, now this, I don't know if anyone's ever noticed this before. So if you put this on Vitalize, what this will in fact do, is it going to run selecting, so relax. In order to the brakes, audio output and audio air conditioning must be, okay, so the audio's got to be on. So air conditioning's got to be on as well. Okay, I'll get it to work in a second. There we go. So Vitalize. Now what this will do, this will bring on music. It will adjust the air speed and the temperature to keep you invigorated so that you don't feel tired, and it'll bring the fan on and take it back down, then it'll blow cold air at you again to keep you awake, and it'll play different music, etc. If we put it on relax, it'll do a similar thing, but with different temperatures of air blowing at you, different music. So that's end the program. Oh, is it going to let me end the program? If I press back, maybe. End program, there we go. So let's turn the radio down now. And let's turn that fan speed down so we can hear. Now, you may have noticed this little symbol. This is part of the gesture control. Spinning your finger. So there's a camera or sensors above. Now, you can also, if I turn it up just slightly, and then prong your finger forward usually, maybe it's not on that setting, but let's turn that down and go into car settings, key button assignment, displays, interior lighting. We'll come back to that. Exterior lighting, comfort, done all that. Interior lighting, this is where you can change the colors, so different array of colors. You can see it'll change to green. If you want green, we'll put it back to blue. Dynamic lighting, dimmed for night driving. You've got lots of options. Now I'm just trying to remember general settings. Is it in there? Unit sound, gesture control. So you can see from the display there's like this sensor above, operating system function gesture 1. So yeah, hold your two fingers together and then you can choose what option. So we've got it for mute control, recent calls, voice control, music recognition. So you can select what you want that gesture for. So there's quite a lot going on in here. Now the thing I really want to show you is the cameras. So we're going to put her in reverse. Now we've got the 360 display over here. Now if we press on that little A, let's take the handbrake off a second. Now I'm just going to see if I can get this to work. I don't know if this gesture's been set up properly, but basically, okay, here we go. 3D view. Okay, so we've never got the gesture set up for that, but basically we can look. Oh, there we go. Is it like so? There we go. So just glancing our hand, we can spin and see all around the vehicle using a hand signature. Make yourself dizzy doing this. Now we've also, you can select where you want to see the car from on here. But over here, car wash. Now don't put your car in the car wash, really, because it's just going to scratch it. But if you do, this will show you where the rails are in the car wash so you don't scratch your alloy wheels. The 3D view we've done, parking. So you can use the auto parking here. You've got so many different views. And then if we go into, we've got a camera button just down here, this button here. So I've just pressed that. Now that's currently showing you the rear, and then back to that. Now if we were to put the car into drive, we've now got the front view. Now if I press the button now, we've got a wider angle at the front and a narrower angle, or we can press on here as well on the auto. So there's a lot of features, camera picture, reverse assistant. So this one, if we go into the settings, active emergency braking at the back. So basically emergency braking on the side. So if you select these, if when you're reversing somebody walks across or you get close to something, the car will automatically brake so you don't damage your car. So I'm conscious that the video is going on for some time now, so we're going to finish with the adaptive driving. Now with the adaptive, if we go into, let's go into Eco Pro, we can adjust Eco Pro, we can configure it. So we can select economy for things like seat heating, climate control, light. We can change the suspension from sport to comfort. Comfort will give you a softer ride. Sport will be much sportier, firmer feel. The steering we can have in comfort or sport as well. Now if we go to comfort, that's a balance setting. Sport, we've got standard, plus and individual. Now this will stiffen up the suspension in standard, but now if we use the plus, we can adjust the damping to sport or comfort, same with the steering. But then we get options for the engine, comfort, sport and sport plus. You've got 3 options there. Then we've got the gearbox, again, comfort, sport, sport plus. Sport plus is going to be a much more aggressive, quick change. It's going to hold the gears down as well to give you better acceleration out of corners, etc. So there's a lot going on there to play around with. But I think what we're going to do now, we're going to open up the roof because I want to show you, it's electric blind and electric roof. Now this car has the adaptive suspension, it also has the M Sport differential, so you've got a much better differential in this vehicle. Variable sport steering, so the weight of the steering is also adjustable. We've got wireless charging just down in here as well. So heated seats as well. So let's jump out. I'm going to take a look under the bonnet now. So there's the straight 6 twin powered turbo engine. As I say, around about 355, 360. Most of what you read online will give you a PS figure, and then you can convert that to brake horsepower. BMWs tend to make a little bit more power. They tend to underrate them. So if you're reading on forums, you may see different figures, and that's really why. All in really lovely condition under there. And the other thing with the M340i is it has a twin exhaust system and a valve on the left-hand side. So when you go over 3,000 revs, or you put it in sport mode, it opens up the second valve and you get a bit more of a throatier sound. So really nice and clean under there. Close that down. And Dan, if you want to come over, so let's turn the car off. So we're going to just shut the engine down and we're going to lock it, but we've left the roof open. So let's say you've left the roof open because it's a hot day and basically you've gone in to have some lunch and then a shower's come over. Once water drops onto the windscreen, the roof will automatically close for you and it'll go into the vented position. As you can see, there's a sensor on the windscreen. Dan's just sprayed some glass cleaner on there to show that option working. Thank you so much for being patient with the video. There's a lot to remember on some of these cars. There's so many options and there's quite a few that I've probably missed. But if you're interested in the car, please give us a call and we'll run through everything with you and take you step by step through everything. If you need any finance examples, etc. We've got some fantastic warranty options. Now this car's coming to the end of its manufacturer's warranty and we're just booking it in for an end of warranty check, which you can do with BMW. So basically it'll go in, and they'll check the vehicle over to see if there's anything that needs to be done on the vehicle. They'll check it diagnostically, etc. And if so, it all gets done under the warranty. So that's the car's having its end of warranty check. But as I say, we've got some extended warranties. We sell all of our cars with a 6-month warranty, but you can extend them up to 4 years. The extended warranties have a very, very comprehensive cover, as comprehensive as any of the manufacturer's covers. They even cover oil leaks and gaskets, and even the keys are covered up to a certain amount. There's different claim limits. So lots to talk about. So thank you once again. Hope you enjoyed the video, or hope it was helpful. Speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye.